Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to True Believers Bid and Prayer, or Prayer and Bid. This is Sister Mitchell here. Um, Wishing you well greetings and blessings today on this day, April 9th, um, Wednesday, of course, 2025. I hope that you have had a blessed day today. And if you are on your way home, we just continue to pray, continue blessings and protection until you make it home. Amen. After the prayer today, we'll have Pastor Mitchell come and we will continue with the book of Jasher. So, without further ado, if you are ready for prayer, please cut off any disruptions, interferences, hindrances that'll block you from being blessed and communing with the Father at this moment. Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for first blessing us for this time. Thank you for giving us the ability to commune with you in peace, in thanksgiving, and in praise. God, we honor you tonight for just allowing us to bring an end to our day, oh God. This was a day that we have not seen before, so we honor you for it, oh God. We thank you for the lessons we've learned today, for the blessings you've imparted to us on this day, for, the ways you've made and the favor you presented before us today, oh God. Thank you, oh God, for keeping our minds clear. Thank you, oh God, for opening up our ears and stopping up our ears to those things that we should not have be listening to. Thank you for killing every evil thought. Thank you for destroying every evil word that came to distract us, to bring us unrest and anxiety. God, thank you for allowing your angels to put a stop to the warring in the spirit that caused us to doubt, to cause us to wonder on things that you promised us, oh God. We thank you, oh God, for allowing our hearts to be melded with your spirit, oh God. Thank you for showing us your way today. Thank you for allowing us for our day to be filled with purpose, oh God. God, we thank you for this time of future rest after we leave this call, but also future mm, future wells of knowledge, if I could say it like that, as we expound upon the book of Jasher, oh God. Allow our ears to be open, our eyes to see new things in the word that we have not seen before. Um, Allow our spirits to be open to what we hear and receive, oh God. God, we take this time right now, oh God, ask you to forgive us for our many sins, because you said we are just as filthy rags, oh God. So help us to self evaluate ourselves, to do our part to clean ourselves up and allow your spirit to do the rest, oh God. It's workings on both parts with the flesh and the spirit, oh God. On the fleshly parts, oh God, with our habits, our behaviors, our disobedience, our rebellion, our sin in general, oh God. Help us to take our own plank out of our own eye, that we don't cause others to stumble, to look at our own mirror, to see our own reflection, to see the impurities in ourselves as much as we see it in others. God, help us to hear the words that we say as we speak to others and listen to them so we don't become a hypocrite in the way that we live, how we're expressing to others a certain way but we're not walking or talking in the same way. God, help us to be more like you, that our lives be evident before saints and sinners, oh God, for believers and unbelievers alike, oh God. We should not be one way here and then another way to this group of people, oh God, but we should walk in integrity, walk in purity, walk in valor, walk in peace, walk in your purpose, walk in your strength, walk in wisdom, oh God. Help us to be oracles of you every day that we live, oh God. Help us to be beacons of light every day that we live, oh God. Help us to be purpose minded every day that we live, oh God, that we don't cause ourselves to stumble on mediocre things or things that are not fruitful or on barren things, oh God. Help us to walk a life of purpose. Help us to be mindful of the words we speak, mindful of the thoughts we think, mindful of the actions we do, and thoughtful of how we converse with others, how we share with others, how we quotes show love to one another, oh God, because everybody has a different definition of love, but your love is made evident in this word, oh God. It's not just really how our parents showed us love, but it's how you show love to us every day, oh God. Help us to understand what love truly is, oh God, that we cover one another, that we're there for one another, that we're selfless, that we are able to show grace, oh God, that we don't walk around in bitterness, oh God. Keep our hearts pure, oh God, that we think of others as we would ourselves, oh Lord. Hmm. Even if it's a stranger or family alike, oh God, that we keep in mind how you loved us, how you cherish us, not cherished, because it's a continual thing, oh God. You cherish us daily, oh God, as we walk in your ways, walk in your word, walk in your truth, walk in your spirit. And God, we thank you. God, your children are embarking on a precious time this weekend and for the next following week and days. We're coming upon the newness of a new year, oh God, where life springs up, oh God, where the showers bring freshness in the air, oh God. We thank you, oh God, for your feasts. We thank you, oh God, for your foundations to show us which way we should go, and your foundations in the word, oh God, of our ancestors, our descendants, whatever our lineage, our Hebrew lineage, oh God. Thank you, oh God, for showing us what we should be doing around this time instead of celebrating man made traditions, oh God. You tell us to celebrate your feast forevermore, oh God. Forevermore, oh God. So we thank you, oh God, for allowing man to write it down so that we know what to do, oh God, that we can keep it and hold fast to it and hold it in the tablets of our hearts so we may not sin against you, oh God. You said if we are your children that we will do this forever. So God, we thank you for the Passover. We thank you for the example that your son Christ showed us in the Last Supper, oh God, sitting with the 12, oh God, even his betrayer, oh God. God, we thank you, oh God, for showing us that it is important to sit in fellowship together and have the Passover meal, that we have been passed over from death to life, oh God, that you protected us, oh God, that your angel of death, oh God, did not meet us, oh God, did not take one of us, oh God. We thank you, oh God, for the bitterness that comes with the sacrifice, oh God. We thank you, oh God, for the sweetness that comes from those things you've given unto us, oh God. We thank you, oh God, for the heavy burdens that our lineage had to deal with, oh God, just that we may reap the benefit. God, they did not know of all the words that we have read so far, but they still stood in faith then at that time, oh God. They put the blood upon the door from the Lamb, oh God. They awaited and listened to your word, and they left, oh God, when it was time to leave. God, help us to have that same obedience as one body, oh God. All of the people listen to the word of God and follow the example. God, help us unite in that way in this time, oh God. Help us to walk as a unit, oh God, today, oh God. Not just in true believer, but for those that are also your Sabbath keepers, oh God, and that will soon come to be your Sabbath keepers, oh God, to walk out your truth, to be your feast, to be people that are feast keepers, oh God, to keep the Sabbath days holy, oh God, to keep the feasts holy, oh God, to want to align with your word and ordinances and commandments and laws and follow you in spirit and in truth. God, we thank you. We honor you, O God, and I ask you to prepare our hearts for the feast of unleavened bread, O God. Help us to cleanse our homes from any leaven objects, O God, items, O God, that may cause us to stumble, O God. Let us take inventory of what we have, what we do, what we eat, where we go, so that it may be easy for us, O God, that we may be at peace during this time. And it's a joy to follow your word, not a burden. God, we thank you that we will do our part to make sure that no leaven is near us, oh God, that we won't ingest, oh God, that we will be careful to do this or do that. Even our children, oh God, at school will be careful, oh God, that we will remember what the unleavened bread is for, that we will meet together in oneness, in joy, rejoicing, thanking you for the opportunity, oh God, thanking you for fellowshipping, thanking you for reminding us of our past from our descendants and giving us a future ahead where we can continue to grow, continue to flourish, continue to walk in your truth. God, we thank you and we honor you for every individual that's taken part all around the world in this Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread, bringing in the new year, the biblical new year in this season, oh God, where it says it's the appointed time. So, God, we thank you for the appointed time, the appointed times in Scripture. Mm. We just honor you. We love you. And God, we just pray that this time will be a time of peace and not war. Whatever struggles that we have inside our body individually, oh God, that you bring us peace, that we don't struggle to sleep, that we have rest, that we don't struggle to be obedient, that we just align with your word and align with your spirit. God, we honor you and we are showing it. We will show it in our actions. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen and amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How you guys doing? It's another Wednesday for our bid, our break it down discussion. We just had a wonderful prayer from Sister Mitchell, as she said her name is Sister Mitchell. We had a wonderful prayer from her, and another Wednesday we're back at it. Um, for those that may be tuning in for the first time, on Wednesdays we have what we call bids. Some places of worship call theirs Bible study or whatever. Ours is BID, stands for break it down discussion. And also, we go over what some call the lost books. We call them the original books of God, OBGs, just like the Bible. Original, these are original too. And they're mentioned in the Bible. So we go over those. Um, hopefully you guys are having a good one. And we left off last week. We were Jasher. We started at 34 and we read 35. So 34 and 35 was what we read. So today we're starting at 36. I'll say a couple of things to jog your memory from where we left off. Read a couple of scriptures from the last part of the last chapter we read, and then we're going to go right into 36. Um, and once we're done with this, just remember that Passover is this Saturday night / Sunday morning. Um, and for everybody that may want to come to service or that's supposed to be at service, we're not going to have service that morning on the Sabbath. We're not going to have service on the morning of the Sabbath. We're going to have it at 8 at night. So you'll be able to sleep in, but at 8 at night, and it's for a reason because we're going to have service and our holy convocation all at the same time. And also first fruit, I'm gonna need that by this Sabbath, and that's cash. We can't take card or credit with that because on Sunday I have to present that in front of the Lord. Where I actually go out, hold up each envelope with whoever, and I pray for you, and I hold it up to the Lord so He knows that you offered and you gave it. So I need that by this Saturday. But anyway, we're gonna go into what we left off last week. And if we remember correctly, if we remember, um, Sechem, what was it? Prince Sechem had just raped Dinah and Levi and Simeon. They went and did what they did, killed the whole town of people. They got everybody, all the men, because they were saying, by the law of God, all the men should die because y'all just watched him snatch our sister and rape her. Nobody stopped them. Well, R word. Nobody stopped him. Nobody said anything. Nobody, what are you doing? Y'all just let them do it. And on top of that, we're Hebrews, we're holy, we uphold the law of the Lord. So once y'all did this to a person of God, by the law, every male here is supposed to die. So the Lord gave them strength. They killed all the males there. So after that, is some other kings heard about it, and then there was some people. I think it was two dudes that got away that didn't get killed. Everybody else did, and those two went to other kingdoms and was telling people that, Simeon and Levi and the sons of Jacob, they did this to us, they did that to us. They didn't tell them what they did, but they did this to us, they did that to us. So all the other kings started gathering to come together to come fight Jacob and his sons. And then there was a couple of kings and a couple of advisors were like, hey, man, two people couldn't kill all the males in the city like that. That don't make sense. How could two people do that? And they were like, they did. Two people did. So some was just coming. We can't believe it. We don't believe it. This didn't happen. Two people didn't kill everybody. So once they got there, they saw the town was sacked, and they was, and this is from two. It had to be more than two people. No, it was just two people that did all of this. So they all got together. We're gonna go against Jacob and his sons. Jacob kind of panicked some, and one of his sons, I forgot which one it was. It wasn't Levi. I think it was Judah. Yeah, I think it was Judah. Started telling Jacob, quit being so scary. The Lord is with us. You think that Levi and Simeon were able to kill a whole town or a whole city of men without the Lord being on their side? The Lord is on our side. We were right. You got to stop being so scary and get your hands dirty. They're gonna come against us. The Lord gonna be on our side again. So yeah, if we remember that part, and then the kings got together, and one of the prayers of Isaac and Jacob, even though they weren't together, they were in two different places, were kind of the same. Confuse the enemy so they don't fight us. Confuse the enemy so this doesn't happen and we don't have to fight and they don't kill anybody. Just confuse the enemy. And when the people got together, they saw it was so many people against them. It was like 5 or 6 kingdoms against just Jacob, his sons, and Isaac sent a couple of his men. So yeah, odds were terrible. And what happened? Right before they were getting ready to fight, the Lord confused the enemy. He started speaking through their advisors, and it said they all spoke the same thing at the same time, and they was talking about, yeah, y'all pretty much all came here to die today. Y'all going against them. You saw what two people did to 600 and something people. Now you got the rest of that family and a couple other men with them. All of y'all, it don't matter how many people you put over here. Y'all are going to die today if y'all go through. So that's what the Lord spoke through the enemy's advisors. And they said once they heard all that, the enemy all gathered their stuff up and went home. That's where we left off. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start reading from chapter 35. I'm gonna start at verse 21. And then after that, we're gonna go right on into 36. It says, and when the kings of the Amorites heard all the words of their advisors, their hearts were filled with terror, and they were afraid of the sons of Jacob and would not fight against them. And they inclined their ears to the words of their advisors, and they listened to all their words. And the words of the counselors greatly pleased the kings, and they did so. And the kings turned and refrained from the sons of Jacob, for they dared not approach them to make war with them, for they were greatly afraid of them, and their hearts melted within them from their fear of them. For this proceeded from the Lord to them, for he heard the prayers of his servants Isaac and Jacob, for they trusted in him. And all these kings returned with their camps on that day, each to his own city, and they did not fight with the sons of Jacob at that time. And the sons of Jacob kept their station that day until evening opposite Mount Shahan. And seeing that these kings did not come to fight against them, the sons of Jacob returned home. So that was the end of 35. We're about to go right on into 36. And at that time, the Lord appeared to Jacob, saying, arise, go to Bethel and remain there, and make an altar there to the Lord who appears to you, who delivered you and your sons from affliction. And Jacob rose up with his sons and all belonging to him, and they went and came to Bethel according to the word of the Lord. And Jacob was 99 years old. Oh, yeah. Jacob was 99 years old when he went up to Bethel, and Jacob and his sons and all the people that were with him remained in Bethel in Luz. And he built an altar there to the Lord who appeared to him. And Jacob and his sons remained in Bethel 6 months. At that time, Deborah, the daughter of Uz, the nurse of Rebekah, who had been with Jacob, died. And Jacob buried her beneath Bethel under an oak that was there. And Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the mother of Jacob, also died at that time in Hebron. The son is Karjath Arba. Oh, I'm sorry. The same as Karjath Arba, and she was buried in the cave of Machpelah, which Abraham had bought from the children of Heth. All right, remember that. And the life of Rebekah was 130 years, and she died. And when Jacob heard that his mother Rebekah was dead, he wept bitterly for his mother, and made a great mourning for her, and for her nurse, Deborah, beneath the oak. And he called the name of that place Alon Bachuth. And Laban and Syrian died in those days, for God struck him because he transgressed the covenant that existed between him and Jacob. Ooh, hold on. Laban the Syrian. So whoever that dude was, he did not make it. He transgressed the covenant that existed between him and Jacob. And Jacob was 100 years old when the Lord appeared to him and blessed him and called his name Israel. And Rachel, the wife of Jacob, conceived in those days. And at that time, Jacob and all belonging to him journeyed from Bethel to go to his father's house to Hebron. And while they were going on the road, and there was yet but a little way to come to Ephrath, Rachel bore a son, and she had hard labor, and she died. Goodness. And Jacob buried her in the way to Ephrath, which is Bethlehem. And he set a pillar on her grave, which is there to this day. And the days of Rachel were 45 years, and she died. And she died young. And Jacob called the name of his son that was born to him, which Rachel bore to him, Benjamin. For he was born to him in the land on the right hand. And it was after the death of Rachel that Jacob pitched his tent in the tent of her handmaid Bilhah. Oh, y'all know what he pitching that tent mean. All right. And Reuben was jealous for his mother Leah on account of this. And he was filled with anger, and he rose up in anger and went and entered the tent of Bilhah. And there he removed his father's bed. At that time, the portion of birthright together with the kingly and priestly offices was removed from the sons of Reuben, for he had profaned his father's bed, and the birthright was given to Joseph, the kingly office to Judah, and the priesthood to Levi, because Reuben had defiled his father's bed. Oh,
That explains a lot.
I'm gonna stop right there. Must stop right there. So you said that explains a lot, huh? I don't know who all watching or who all chiming in or gonna type in on the side, but this just said a whole lot of stuff. Any comments before I go into it? Anything y'all see?
I didn't know she died that young. Basically, what you noticed is the same thing I noticed.
Yeah,
I didn't know she was that young because I don't think scriptures say her age.
yeah. She was just 45.
Yeah, that's almost some of our ages.
Yeah, right now. So that's on like she died at 45.
I knew it
Hard
was
birth.
because of birth,
Right.
her
Hard birth. She had
having
hard
him.
labor.
Yeah,
But what's crazy, well, you see now, once you're around that age, they start telling you it's risky for you to have kids too. So, but
yeah,
right
that's when
then,
you hit 30.
you seen it wasn't no different then. It's risky. But the Lord
But
wanted him to have those kids because Benjamin is a tribe of Judah. So he's still supposed to have them.
so
But
I
what's
wonder why he went into Bilhah's tent instead of Leah's tent.
okay? Well, you remember,
After she died, like that's the handmaid.
yeah. But
And he had
remember,
already bore children with. Leah.
Yeah, but now Leah may be older. You got to remember, he already ain't just like Leah like that, but she
I
got
know.
favor and started having all this stuff. So now he got Leah. He had Leah's handmaid. He had Rachel. He had Rachel's handmaid. So
Yeah.
Leah was producing. At first, oh yeah, that's my goal. We good. But now he older, Leah older. If I got to pick, remember that handmaid Billa. I already had Billa too. She had one of my kids.
Yeah.
So if Billa to me look better than Leah, they all still my wives.
But Reuben ain't like
I
that for
go where I
them.
want to go. So I'm gonna go on over here with Billa, put my tent over there for a little bit. But now Reuben, who Leah, my mama, I'm mad my
Yeah.
dad didn't come back over here to her. So I'm gonna
Cause
go
they
and I'm gonna mess with his handmaid because I'm mad.
no, he took the bed.
No, it said he defiled the bed. You know what that means? You remember in
Where
the
is
Bible
that?
it said he went over there and he did something with her. It says that in the Bible. So that's what it's saying. Because you remember it says you uncover your father's bed, you uncovered this. He went and he had, you know what I'm saying? He had relations with his father's
Scripture
handmaid.
said. And there he removed his father's bed.
Yeah, that's your daddy. He took it over, did what he did. So now, when you look at it, look what it says. So after he messed with his father's wife, because remember they was telling people you can't do this, you can't be messing with your father's wives, and then it was like father can't be messing with your son's wives, you can't do that. So you went in there because you was mad. You messed with Billa. Billa is one of his wives. Now they took your birthright. They took your birthright. It automatically go to Joseph. And then it says, hold on. Yep, it
I
goes to
wonder
Joseph,
why it would
the
go
king.
to Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
From the he's there a lot of sons was skipped.
I guess I don't know why I went to Joseph neither, but it's not going to you, it's going to Joseph
Yeah.
now. And then it says, for God struck him because he transgressed the covenant that exists. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Am I? Yep. All right. I'm looking at the bottom. I'm sorry. 15. At that time, a portion of the birthright together with the kingly and priestly offices. So it was actually supposed to be Reuben was supposed to be the father of the priest instead of Levi. Even though Levi was upholding the laws, all of this was supposed to go to Reuben. He was supposed to get the birthright, and it was supposed to be him that from his line priest. But now, since he did that, oh no, Joseph is getting the birthright, and then I'm giving the priest birthright to Levi. If filled with anger, went and entered the tent of Bilhah. That night he removed his father's bed. At that time, the portion of birthright, together with the kingly and priestly offices, was removed from the sons of Reuben. His kids were supposed to have all that. Not anymore, for he had profaned his father's bed. Then the birthright was given to Joseph, the kingly office to Judah, and the priesthood to Levi, because Reuben had defiled his father's bed. Hmm. So yeah, that's the 3 part. I mean, Reuben was supposed to have all of that. He's supposed to be rule over them, had a birthright, rule over them, and priest was supposed to come from his line. Now, take it from him, give the birthright to Joseph, give the rulership to Judah, and give the priesthood to Levi. All because you mad. That's the stuff that don't even have nothing to do with you trying to prove a point. Now your kids don't
And
have that promise. Oh, go ahead, Corey.
I was gonna say, think about this. he was the oldest, so he watched the feud between sisters growing up. So the idea
Yeah,
that
yeah.
jealousy was overtook him, and he did what he did because how he felt from his mama's or defense of his mama, and then it was stripped from him and given to his sister's oldest child. So that's
Mhm.
like a double portion of, yeah. Not only am I you're losing your birthright, but I'm gonna give it to the one that you're jealous of and the lineage that you're jealous of. So it's like I'm giving it to somebody that I know you ain't gonna be able to do nothing to. On top of the fact that you're already mad.
Oh, hey, hey, hey. That's a good observation right there, Mr. Smith. Good observation. Any more comments, Mrs. Mitchell? Because I heard you were saying, yeah,
I agree.
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna take it from you because you mad behind this stuff. Like once again, that has nothing to do with you. You mad about two sisters, and what were they feuding for? They wasn't even feuding with each other. Like this, my man, and this here. They wasn't even feuding about that. It was, man, you able to have kids, and I can't. And you had kids for a while, and the other one, no, now I have his kids, so we good. And then, oh, well, let me give him my handmaid, and then let me give him my handmaid. You know, it was that. It wasn't no he my man. No, he my man. No, you get out. You get out. It wasn't even none of that, man. Like you looking at it and you gonna get mad and go do that. And now you done see what I'm saying? Being selfish, worried about some other stuff. You done messed up the inheritance of your kids and yourself.
But also this too, his mother was past childbirth and age, and by him going after a younger maiden, he cut off a legacy of kids that could have been born from Joseph. So all those kids that could have continued to be birthed are no longer being birthed because he severed that tie between his father and his father's wife. So that's like committing a serious crime in God's eyes. But instead of God taking his life because of his promise to Abraham, he just took his title.
Yeah. Yeah, but he should have died. I think it does say that he should have died for that. But he lost all kind of stuff, and his generations lost it too. Well, now that we see how everybody got their titles and their positions, let us keep moving. 16. And these are the generations of Jacob who were born to him and Paddan Aram. And the sons of Jacob were 12. The sons of Leah were Reuben, the firstborn, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and their sister Dinah. And the sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. So hold on. I wonder why he skipped Simeon. Because you had Reuben, he gave the priesthood to Levi, he gave rulership to Judah. And what did it say? Rulership to Judah, priesthood to Levi. Joseph got the birthright. Yeah. But why didn't he give anything to Simeon? Because he came before Levi and Judah and Issachar and Zebulun. I guess because Simeon must have been a man of war or
It
something.
could be the idea of, well, at least the other kids' mothers didn't get the inheritance. My brother got it, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Even though I lost it, so that would probably go to a different mom legacy. So I don't know who all the mothers of each individual, but that's a possibility as well.
Yeah, but
That
this it says Simeon came from Leah. Like at first it says Leah's kids with him are Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Reuben was first. I'm sorry. Reuben's first, Simeon second, Levi third, Judah fourth, Issachar is fifth, Zebulun is sixth, and then you have Dinah is seven, right? So once you look at it, Joseph was the firstborn son of Rachel. So okay, I'm gonna take your birthright,
One
Reuben.
firstborn to another
Right. So
firstborn.
I'm gonna take your firstborn right. I'm gonna give it to the firstborn from Rachel. Cool. But then if I'm skipping over Reuben, Simeon is next from Leah. So Reuben is the firstborn of Leah. Simeon is next. He didn't give Simeon anything. He gave the priesthood to Levi, who's right after Simeon, and then he gave rulership to Judah, which is after Levi. So that's why I'm wondering, why didn't he give anything to Simeon?
What do you think? Do you think it's a possibility because when all this starts stirring up, it was Levi that was originally going after everything, and Simeon followed Levi?
Yeah, it may be that, or it may be, I guess you had to be a certain kind of person. Maybe Simeon was a dude that liked to fight, that liked going to war. You know what I mean? Levi did it because, hey, by the law, this is what's supposed to happen. Simeon could have been like, yeah, that's right. I'm about to really mess some people up now. You know what I'm saying? He could be that kind of dude. Like, I like to fight. And the Lord was, he got his purpose, but it ain't to rule. Like, if you got a person that love war ruling your country, and the people finna be at war all the time, they're gonna find reasons to fight. Simeon may not have been as holy, so I can't give him the priesthood, and he's a second born, so I can't give him, the birthright, because he has another firstborn with, Rachel. So I don't, maybe it'll explain all that a little bit later, because he didn't give Simeon any, he skipped over him. But let me get back to it. Yep, Dina. And the sons of Rachel were Joseph. Oh, go ahead.
I'm looking at just the scripture itself. On one scripture, it says Simeon and Levi are brethren, instruments of cruelty in their habitation. So maybe his personality didn't mesh well with being one of the law to actually uphold
instruments of cruelty. That's what I was saying. He has to be a person that liked to fight. They like.
So he might have been the one to start it, but Levi.
Yeah, he liked hurting people. He liked doing stuff. He got instruments of cruelty. Yeah, he might like torturing people too. Like, this is him. And remember, for you to be a holy person, like it says, you can't be a brawler. You can't be this. You can't be that. So Simeon has a purpose. You go to war, you want Simeon with you. You want him with you. But I can't let him lead. That's what, like, you let him be over a whole country. Your whole country finna be at war. He ain't finna be doing just a whole lot of extra holy stuff. That's not him. Who it said knew the law? Levi. So Levi. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm listening. I'm just, because it's just coming all together.
Yeah.
And First Chronicles 12:25 says, of the children of Simeon, mighty men of valor for the war, 7,100.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the fighter. So that's why he didn't get any of that stuff. He's the fighter. Got you. So I was right with thinking that. All right then. So now, we get back to it. It says, and the sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. The sons of Zilpah, Leah's handmaid, were Gad and Asher. Then the sons of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid, were Dan and Naphtali. So he just went to one of his wives already. Reuben just got mad for whatever and did what he did. Anyway, these are the sons of Jacob, which were born to him in Paddan Aram. And Jacob and his sons and all belonging to him journeyed and came to Mamre, which is Karjath Arba, that is in Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac sojourned. And Jacob and his sons and all belonging to him dwelt with his father in Hebron. And his brother Esau and his sons and all belonging to him went to the land of Seir and dwelt there, and had possessions in the land of Seir. And the children of Esau were fruitful and multiplied exceedingly in the land of Seir. And these are the generations of Esau that were born to him in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Esau were 5. And Adah bore Esau his firstborn, Eliphaz. So Ada is one of Esau's wives. Their firstborn is Eliphaz, and she also bore Reuel to him. And Ahalabama. Oh my goodness, that's a name. Ahalabama. Bore
Holy Mama.
Yeah, a holy mama. Yeah, that'd be a better way to say it. A holy mama. She bore Jeush. So a holy mama is his second wife. She got Jeush. She had Yalam and Korah to him. These are the children of Esau who were born to him in the land of Canaan, and the sons of Eliphaz, the son of Esau, were Timan, Omar, Omar, huh? Zepho, Gatam, Kenaz, and Amalek. And the sons of Reuel were Nachis, Zerach, Shama, Miza, and the sons of Jeush were Timnah, Alva, and Jetheth. Jetheth. All right. And the sons of Yalam were Allah, Were Allah, Phinor, and Kenaz. And the sons of Korah were Timon, Mitzbar, Magdiel, and Aram. These are the families of the sons of Esau according to their chiefdoms in the land of Seir. And these are the names of the sons of Seir, the Horite, inhabitants of the land of Seir: Lotan, Shobal, Zibian, Anna, Dishan, Esar, Dishon. So you have Dishan and Dishon. Spelled the same way. Just one got
You
an
know that they were black people.
A.
And got Omar.
Yeah, that Omar and them. Come on, man. But look, Dishan, Dishan, Dishon, Dishon. Just one letter difference. Just remind me of some people in my family. You had May Lois and D Lois. And then you had Lois. Like Rick, yeah, my family got those names. Same thing. All right. So where was that? Yep, Dishon being 7 sons. Then the children of Lotan were Hori, Heman, and their sister Timnah, that is Timnah, who came to Jacob and his sons, and they would not give ear to her. And she went and became a concubine to Eliphaz, the son of Esau, and she bore Amalek to him. Wait, what? If I'm looking at this right, so that's like his granddaughter? Y'all see this? So it
Who
says
Esau?
the children of Lotan. All right, and it says, and these are the names of the sons of Seir the Horite. All right, so no, it's not his grand. This is Seir the Horite,
Great, great.
and it says one of them had a daughter named Timnah. Seir the Horite had a daughter named Timnah, or a granddaughter named Timnah, and she went to go talk to Jacob. I guess she tried to talk to Jacob and his sons, and they wouldn't. They paid her no mind. So then she went and became a concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. And that's where you get, excuse me, y'all, excuse me. Sorry about that. I tried to stop it. But it says, and
Do
she
you think
bore Amalek. So
do
that's
you
where you
think
get,
she was trying to have children with the children of Jacob?
I think so. It
And
says
she
she
could
went to go
only
talk to
give
Jacob and
ear
his
to her.
sons, and nobody paid her no mind. Then it said, then she just went on and became a concubine for for Esau. I guess she was trying to
So
get you.
basically,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Joseph said, "Don't mess with them Horite women." No, Jacob said, "Don't mess with them."
Yeah. Yeah. That pretty much is that. Like, it seemed like she was trying to get chose, and they ain't choose her. It said when she went to Jacob, he ain't pay her no mind. She went to his sons. They didn't pay her no mind. She went to Esau. He did. When she got Amalek.
Well, she had the right mind. If Jacob's people had blessings.
Yeah.
Esau people were kind of cursed.
Yeah. But the thing is, you were Horite. That word just sound bad. See, look, that's why you laughing. That's why you laughing at it. Yeah, you were Horite. We don't mess with y'all like that. You try to come get us to choose you. Not over here. Not with my sons. Not with me neither. I already got three more wives. One of my wives died. We didn't have to bury her. My goodness, she was part of my heart and soul. She had. I
She
worked
wanted to take the
14
place.
years. I worked 14 years for her, and she was barren for a while. We went through all kind of stuff, man. And she gave me Joseph, and then my last son, she died giving birth to Benjamin, and then like people be Lord rest her soul, so yeah, but now what's her name? Heck, man, yeah, nah, Timna. I already got three other wives though. My one gone, but I still got Bella, I still got Leah, I still got Zilpa. No, I'm all right, I'm good. So she made her way around to his sons. They are, oh no, we married. We don't mess with them Horite women's. Women's. We don't mess with them Horite women's. We don't do none of that. No, y'all all right. You good. And she, oh, okay. Well, you may miss out on something good. No, we ain't missing out on nothing. Horite, go on ahead. She, go
You
on
knew
over
where her
there.
blessings would fall.
We all right.
You
Going
knew
on over
that.
there. So that was
Uh,
she. Yeah, you trying to come over here because we chose by the Lord.
yeah.
Yeah. You done heard the stories, man. We out here, we boys running up on us, we knocking boys off. You know what I'm saying? They coming up against us, they coming against God. We blessed, we all kind of stuff. I know you trying to get chose, but you with that Horite stuff. We ain't down with none of that. Go on about your business. Our uncle, he may be down with you, but ain't none of us gonna be down with you. Yeah, well, look, hey, Esau, he a child of Isaac too. So, you know, maybe I could get something over there. That's where she went. Isaac, I mean, Esau, he went for it.
Yeah, he went with whatever.
Yeah. Remember, he already didn't get holy women anyway. He got women
Yeah.
that was already terrible. So yeah, this is just another one. Up 28. And the sons of Shobal were Alvin, Alvan, not Alvin with an I, it's Alvan with an A. Manahas, Ebal, Shepho, and Onem. And the sons of Zibeon were Ajah, Anna. Boys, here just change one letter. Ajah, Ajah, and Anna, Anah. This was that Anna who found the Yemim in the wilderness when he fed the donkeys of Zibeon, his father. And while he was feeding the father's donkeys, he led them to the wilderness at the different times to feed them. Hold on, is all of this in parentheses? Let me see. Yeah, the parentheses, I guess they don't stop. They started one and didn't stop them. So, yeah, he led them to the wilderness at different times to feed them. And there was a day that he brought them to one of the deserts on the seashore opposite the wilderness of the people. And while he was feeding them, behold, a very heavy storm came from the other side of the sea and rested on the donkeys that were feeding there. And they all stood still. And afterward, about 120 great and terrible animals came out of the wilderness at the other side of the sea, and they all came to the place where the donkeys were. Then they placed themselves there. And those animals, from their middle downward, were in the shape of the children of men, and from their middle upward, some had the likeness of bears, and some had the likeness of kephas with tails behind them from between their shoulders, reaching down to the earth like the tails of Dutchifas. And these animals came and mounted and rode on these donkeys and led them away, and they went away to this day. And one of these animals approached Anna and struck him with his tail, and then fled from that place. And when he saw this work, he was exceedingly afraid for his life. He fled and escaped to the city. I'd have been scared for my life too. What's going on? Lord, what is this? You got half animals, half people riding donkeys, and he just rode over here and hit me with his tail. Yeah, I'm scared for my life too. All right. Let me see. And he fled from that place. When he saw the work, he was exceedingly afraid for his life. He fled, escaped to the city. Then he related to his sons and brothers all that had happened to him. And many men went to seek the donkeys, but could not find them. And Anna and his brothers no longer went to that place from that day following, for they were greatly afraid for their lives. Yeah, look. People went to check to see if what he was saying was true. Hey, man, now there was a whole bunch of donkeys up there. What you said you saw? Look, I told you what I saw that came. He hit me with his tail, man, and took off. I ain't going back up there. The other people, let's go see what he's saying. All them, our donkeys probably still up there. They went up there, didn't see the donkeys. So now look, it said nobody went back over there because they was all scared of their life. He was telling the truth. The donkeys are gone. Look. I'm read it again, 35, that he related to his sons and brothers all that had happened to him. And many men went to seek the donkeys, but could not find them. And Anna and his brothers no longer went to that place from that day. Following, they were greatly afraid for their lives. And that's where the quotation, where the parentheses in. All right, boom. So this was all the statement. So
what is a keepers?
Man, hey man, I don't know what this is. I'm reading what it's saying. I'm picturing stuff in my mind. I don't know if this is saying that it's some people had tails at some point because it said like the men had tails. Like some of the men, their bottom parts, it was the bottom part of a man, but it said, but it a kephas though that had a tail. So like a man with a tail is a kephas. So was it some of them at some point? Because if you look at it, all that stuff we just read was all in parentheses. It's trying to tell you what Anna this is. Like it is saying, this is the same Anna that this happened to, that saw this and this. Has anybody read about Anna in the Bible? Anah? Is he in the Bible anywhere? Because
I'm thinking you're talking about the other Anna. Anna.
Yeah, this Anah. That probably is how you say it, Anah, because it's a male, and it's telling you this is that male. It's describing he the one that saw this. He the one that this happened to.
His name is in there.
But it might not.
Genesis 36:24.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about like just there. I'm talking about like this one. Obviously, it's another one because it's, or it may be more than one because he's saying this is that one that this happened to. It's the same one.
All it say is, and these are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anah. This was that Anah that found the muse in the wilderness as he fed the asses of Zebulun, his father.
The muse, that's what this one was saying, the same thing.
Yeah.
So, okay. So that's the only thing it says about him there. Then we read this.
That part.
Yeah, and we reading this. And it's way more than that. So it must be talking about him and one of these other OBGs. Or maybe more than one. Because what's the significance of this? We haven't read anything about him going and telling people it's a storm came over here, man. All kind of animals came out, but they was half animal, half man. Some of them even had tails, and they started riding the donkeys, man, and rode off. One of them came and hit me with a tail. It doesn't
You
say
know
anything
that
about that in the Bible.
you know how people say they seen some of the where it's like witchcrafty thing. What do they call it in like Mexico or Arizona? The not Chewbacca.
I know
What's
what
the
you're talking
word?
about, but those are
Chupacabra.
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, yeah.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
some of them. That's like some of them looking like they were dogs and stuff, though. But this is different.
But some
Like,
of them would get up and walk like the what are they? The something walkers.
yeah, I know what you're talking
Uh,
about. But they look like,
Skinwalkers.
yeah, they look
yeah,
like a
yeah.
whole animal, though. He said the bottom
That's
was a man, the top was like a bear, or the top was something else. He said the top part was something completely different. And then he said some of the bottoms that was a man had tails. So it's like they've seen stuff like this. He like I guess it seemed like a man with a tail was a Kephas, but you don't see that in the Bible. You see Jasher in the Bible is telling you to read Jasher. So we're reading Jasher and it's saying this other stuff right here. It's gonna talk about this in some of these other OBGs. Because
well,
other than
you
that,
can't.
who is this person? We don't know who this person is, but it's trying to distinguish who he is. This is that same person.
But you can believe something like that happens if you see what's in Revelations. The
Man, I'm trying to imagine this in my head.
Lord of the Rings or
Yeah,
whatever
this
fairy
man, hey
tale
man,
type
look, that's the
what
Lord or something. They came, they
fantasy
started
type
riding the
thing.
donkeys. They did some of it, man. And then he said one of them just came over and hit me with his tail and took off. And then he said, I was scared for my life. Like, man, how you know this? I'm scared. Yeah, but look, I'm scared for my life. I'm getting out of here. And I went and told some folks, look, I saw this. They ain't believe me. That's what's crazy. Let's go see what he talking about. Because that's what we would do. Look, some people, us's, I'm going to say us's. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Us's. We going to go out there. If we see them donkeys over there, we know this fool lying and he might be on that stuff again. Say some stuff like that. We get up there, where all them donkeys go? Hey, he was telling the truth. Yeah, ain't going over there no more. I ain't coming up. Look at what it said. Him, his brothers, and his family, and some
Yeah,
other
that's what
people.
I was
We ain't
reading.
going up there no more. Like
They got
whatever
this
he say,
in. Look.
he saw it. Cause we know what was up there. Ain't no way all them donkeys could be just gone. No, he saw it. We ain't going up there no more. So now, look there. Hey, and they tell you they scared for their lives. We scared. We ain't going. Other people that ain't us, we have to investigate this. We gotta investigate. We gotta see what happened. Y'all gonna go up there and one of them half man, half bears, and maybe a half lion, whatever, something with a tail, come up there. You never make it back down the hill. It just what happened to him? Don't know. I said we wasn't going up there. We still alive. They went and investigated, never came back. Yeah, we ain't going over there, man. Uh-uh. So at least now, however he said his name, he got sense. And his brothers and his family got sense too. We want that, man. We ain't going.
That sound like
But
some evil partaking.
Yeah, look.
Just picturing 120 animals coming from wherever all at one time.
Yeah, half animals, half people.
Yeah,
Some of them with tails in the middle of a storm that just happened to come sit over where these donkeys were.
yeah, that's no.
the story of Aquaman has begun. Nah, on some real stuff. On
Well,
some real stuff. I'm thinking about the great demons that Solomon called and how they were mixed and things of that nature. And this is
yeah.
before then.
See, this
So
seemed like some of the work of them.
Yeah,
right. So
That's what
thinking
that is.
about that part, that's one. Two, I was when I heard it's like that's how a lot of them folk tales because when you go to different countries, They tell you don't go by that water at night. Don't don't
Yeah,
don't 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 go over there when it's nighttime. Stay over here. Stay up the mountain. When you go
yeah,
down that mountain, strange things happen.
Oh,
yeah. And then somebody said, "Did this some old man with barely no teeth who appears from out of the shadows in the darkness?
man.
Terrible things happen there.
I'm
Terrible things." I'm like, yeah, ain't going
I'm
down there.
looking online.
Hmm.
They have it on a rock. It says creatures from the book of Jasher found on Mayan stela. They have it engraved on the rock what they look like.
Oh, somebody drew what they look
It
like. So
says
it
the
probably
book
was
of
him and some other people that saw it.
yeah, it's showing them the face look like an animal, but they standing up with bodies.
Yeah, 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 man. Bump that. I ain't going nowhere near there. Nowhere around there. Nowhere around there. Anywhere over yonder. I ain't going. Oh, all the country gonna come out of me. Nope. Mm-mm.
Ain't no late night dipping in that water.
About that. I don't care what kind of water over there. You can tell me it's crystal clear. You don't need no filters, nothing. It's animals over there, half man, half people riding donkeys over there. I'm good. I'm good. They came out of nowhere, man. I'm all right. All right. Yeah. So look, verse 36. And the children of Anah, the son of Seir, were Dishon. It's another Dishon, huh? And his sister, Ahoba,
A
Holy.
holy Obama.
Good Lord. Then the children of Dishon were Hemdan, Eshban, Ithran, Sharon. Then the children of Ezer were Bilhan, Zavan, and Achan or Achan. And the children of Dishon were Uz and Aran. Sound like Iran, but it's Aran. These are the families of the children of Seir the Horite, according to their chiefdoms in the land of Seir. Then Esau and his children dwelt in the land of Seir the Horite, the inhabitant of the land, and they had possessions in it, and were fruitful and multiplied exceedingly. And Jacob and his children and all belonging to them dwelt with his father Isaac in the land of Canaan, as the Lord had commanded their father Abraham. All right, so you stay here with Isaac. Esau down there mixing with the people that ain't saved again. All right, yeah, we might can get through 37. It says, and in the 105th year of the life of Jacob, that is the 9th year of Jacob's dwelling with his children in the land of Canaan, then he came from Paddan Aram. And those days Jacob journeyed with his children from Hebron, and they went and returned to the city of Shechem, they and all belonging to them. And they dwelt there, for the children of Jacob obtained good and fat pasture land for their cattle in the city of Shechem, the city of Shechem having then been rebuilt. And there were about 300 men and women in it. And Jacob and his children and all belonging to him dwelt in the part of the field which Jacob had bought from Hamor, the father of Shechem, when he came to Paddan Aram before Simeon and Levi had smitten the city. So now, look, the city was deserted. Remember, after they killed everybody, they took the women slaves, they took some kids slaves, did all of that. They've been gone since. Nobody been living there. Now all of a sudden, it's people starting to live there again. They went back and they're living in the same place they were in that they had bought before. Hey, this land ours. We got proof. We right here. Now it's people starting to come back to live in that city. It got rebuilt. Remember, they tore it up. Simeon and Levi, they tore it up. So, yeah, 4. And all those kings of the Canaanites and Amorites that surrounded the city of Shechem heard that the sons of Jacob had come to Shechem again and dwelt there. And they said, will the sons of Jacob the Hebrew come to the city again and dwell therein after they have smitten its inhabitants and driven them out? Will they now return and also drive out those who are dwelling in the city or slay them? And all the kings of Canaan assembled again. Goodness, here you go again. And they came together to make war with Jacob and his sons. And Jasher, king of Tapnach, also sent to all his neighboring kings, to Elon, king of Gash, and to Ehuri, king of Shiloh, and to Parathan, king of Chezar, and Susi, I guess that's how you say it. You don't want to say Susie. Susi, king of Sarton, and to Laban, king of Bethchoran, and to Shabir, king of Othnema, saying, come up to me and assist me, and let us strike Jacob the Hebrew and his sons and all belonging to him, for they have come to Shechem again to possess it and to slay its inhabitants as before. And all the kings assembled together and came with all their camps, and people exceedingly plentiful like the sand on the seashore, and they were all opposite Top-Notch. So they just made up some stuff. They done came back here to kill everybody again. Then that mean they
They
would have
was
just
just
came and started
scared.
killing, man. Like they came.
They ain't learned their lesson. Didn't everybody else get killed? Now y'all
Exactly.
want to get killed?
But now we came, we sitting here
They should
chilling.
want to be friends.
Not one person died, nothing. Y'all just go. They came to kill everybody again. Let's just go on ahead and all right. Let's see how
You
this is.
ain't gonna win.
Let's see how it ends.
How
And Josh,
bruised your ego got to be? Oh, my bad.
no, go ahead, man.
How bruised your ego got to be to where you're calling nations together to go, yeah, we just finna fight this small family, but we need all of y'all to come help us.
Yeah,
We need all y'all.
we need everybody to fight. What was it? 12 sons and a father, and now the grandfather because he went. So yeah, we need to fight 14 people. We need all these nations to fight 14 people. What are you crazy? And
That mean
Jasher,
you need to get rid of your soldiers. Look.
no, man, it don't matter. I mean, you need to get rid of your God that you serving because obviously he ain't cold and ours is. When 14 people, you got to bring whole nations to fight 14 people. Yeah. And it says, and Jasher, king of Tapnach, went out to them with all his army, and he encamped with them opposite of Tapnach outside the city. And they divided all these kings into 7 divisions, being 7 camps against the sons of Jacob. And they sent a declaration to Jacob and his sons, saying, come out to us, all of you, that we may have an interview together in the plain and revenge the cause of the men of Shechem, who you slew in their city. And you will now return to the city of Shechem again and dwell therein and slay its inhabitants as before. And the sons of Jacob heard this, and their anger was exceedingly kindled at the words of the kings of Canaan. And 10 of the sons of Jacob hastened and rose up, and each of them girded on his weapons of war. That there were they, man, I like these boys, man. They was about it. They didn't wait a minute. We're not here to fight. We just want to
It's
live.
just a
Yeah,
misunderstanding.
we just want to live. We ain't do this. Look, oh, y'all here to kill us? And y'all sit.
Okay.
Hey, give me my sword, bro. Bring me that stick thing with the ball and
Say
the spikes
less.
on the
That's
end.
what they
Give me my armor.
said.
Yeah. Let's raise up. Yeah, bro. Grab your stuff. Grab your stuff. Everybody, they just got up and said they were filled with anger. 10 up, filled with anger. Just no, let's get up. We're about to go show these fools. No hesitation, no nothing. I like these were my kind of guys. I like them, except for Ruben. He also stuff. But yeah, these are my kind of guys. Says they are afraid of the Lord of hosts that backs those 14 people. Exactly. You got to get rid of your God, Jennifer. They got to get rid of their guys. They blowing it. So yeah. And they talking about y'all come out to us and we gonna seek revenge. So y'all just want us to come out for y'all to kill us. Man, please. We're gonna put our stuff on and we're gonna pray to the Lord that He give us strength. And y'all finna watch what happened all over again. So yep. And the sons of Jacob heard this, and their anger was exceedingly kindled out of the words of the kings of Canaan. And 10 of the sons of Jacob hastened and rose up, and each of them girded on the weapons of war. And there were 102 of their servants with them, equipped in battle or battle array. So all we got is 102 people. 102. Well, plus those, excuse me, plus those 14. So it's 116 people against 5 or 6 kingdoms of people. Here we go. That's how the Lord like his odds. We already read it. That's how he like them. And all these men, the sons of Jacob with their servants, went toward these kings, and their father Jacob was with them, and they all stood on the heap of Shechem. Ah, see, Jacob, he ain't scared no more. Jacob went with him. And Jacob prayed to the Lord for his sons, and he spread out his hands to the Lord, and he said, "Oh God, you are the Almighty God. You are our Father. You formed us, and we are the works of your hands. Please deliver my sons through your mercy from the hand of their enemies who are coming to fight with them this day, and save them from their hand. For in your hand is power and might to save the few from the many. And give to my sons, your servants, strength of heart and might to fight with their enemies, to subdue them and make their enemies fall before them. And do not let my sons and their servants die through the hands of the children of Canaan. But if it seems good in your eyes to take away the lives of my sons and their servants, take them in your great mercy through the hands of your ministers, that they may not perish this day by the hands of the kings of the Amorites." And when Jacob ceased praying to the Lord, see, real quick, it ain't long. When Jacob ceased praying to the Lord, the earth shook from his place, and the sun darkened, and all the kings were terrified, and the great consternation seized them. A great consternation. What is that? A great fear? I want to look that up real quick. I need to know exactly what that means. I think it's like a certain fear seized them. And the Lord listened to the prayer of Jacob, and the Lord impressed the hearts of all the kings and their hosts with the terror and the awe of the sons of Jacob. For the Lord caused them to hear the voice of chariots, then the voice of mighty horses from the sons of Jacob, then the voice of a great army accompanying them. Then these kings were seized with great terror of the sons of Jacob. And while they were standing in their quarters, behold, the sons of Jacob advanced on them with 112 men with a great and tremendous shouting. And when the king saw the sons of Jacob advancing towards them, they were still more panic stricken, and they were inclined to retreat from before the sons of Jacob as at first, and not fight with them. But they did not retreat, saying it would thus be a disgrace to us to retreat twice before the Hebrews. So they pride. They pride, man. We got to get out of here. But we can't leave. This would be like the second time we ran from them. Like, we got to stay and fight. All right. Okay. Yeah. And the sons of Jacob came near and advanced against all these kings and their armies. And they saw, and behold, it was a very mighty people, as numerous as the sand of the sea. And the sons of Jacob called to the Lord and said, "Help us, O Lord, help us and answer us, for we trust in you. And let us not die by the hands of these uncircumcised men." They keep calling them dirty men. Don't let us die by the hands of these dirty people. These dirty people who have come against us this day. And the sons of Jacob girded on their weapons of war. Then they took in their hands each man his shield and his javelin. Then they approached the battle. Then Judah, the son of Jacob, ran first before his brothers, and 10 of his servants with him. And he went toward these kings. And Jasher, king of Tapnach, also came out first with his army before Judah. And Judah saw Jasher and his army coming toward him, and Judah's wrath was kindled. He had wrath in him, huh? And his anger burned within him, that he approached the battle with which Judah ventured his life. And so he bet his life. And Jasher and all his army were advancing toward Judah, and he was riding on a very strong and powerful horse. And Jasher was a very valiant man, and covered with iron and brass from head to foot. And while he was on the horse, he shot arrows with both hands from before and behind, as was his manner in all his battles. And he never missed the place to which he aimed his arrows. Oh, so he always hit his target. He never missed. All right, Jasher was cold, huh? And when Jasher came to fight with Judah and was darting many arrows against Judah, the Lord bound the hand of Jasher, and all his arrows that he shot rebounding on his own men. He started shooting his own men. Hold on, this is some good stuff right here. Then, notwithstanding this, Jasher kept advancing toward Judah. So he sees shooting his own people in the back. And I'm still gonna kill him. All right. To challenge him with the arrows. But the distance between them was about 30 cubits. And when Judah saw Jasher darting out with his arrows against him, he ran to him with his wrath excited might. Wrath excited might. Oh, so it's like he for the adrenaline and anger. Keep on. This is some Lord of the Rings type stuff. They go, yeah, this is what we read right here. This is where they take stuff and turn it into movies. They didn't take this. It said, ran with him with his wrath excited might, and Judah took up a large stone from the ground, and its weight was 60 shekels. And Judah ran toward Jasher and struck him on his shield with the stone, so that Jasher was stunned with the blow and fell off from his horse to the ground. And the shield burst apart out of the hand of Jasher, and through the force of the blow sprang to the distance about 15 cubits, and the shield fell before the second camp. And the kings of that came, and the kings of that came with Jasher, saw at a distance the strength of Judah. So the Lord gave Judah some spiritual roids, some spiritual steroids. He picked up a giant rock and he hit him off the horse. Stuff exploded. He hit the ground and flew far. Oh, man. Yeah. All right. And it said the other king saw this from a distance, huh? And it strengthened Judah, the son of Jacob, and what they had done to Jasher, that they were terribly afraid of Judah. And they assembled near Jasher's camp, seeing his confusion, and Judah drew his sword and struck 42 men of the camp of Jasher. And the whole of Jasher's camp fled before Judah, and no man stood against him. And they left Jasher and fled from him. And Jasher was still prostrate on the ground. He still laid out. His men, man, he'd have killed 42 people. Now his men running. Man, it's good. And Jasher, seeing that all the men of his camp had fled from him, hastened and rose up with terror against Judah and stood on his legs opposite Judah. And Jasher had a duel with Judah. Hey, look, he's scared, but he's still going out like a G. I'll say that. He had, no cowardly stuff. All right. And Jasher had a duel with Judah, placing shield towards shield, and Jasher's men all fled, for they were greatly afraid of Judah. And Jasher took his spear in his hand to strike Judah on his head, but Judah had quickly placed his shield to his head against Jasher's spear, so that the shield of Judah received the blow from Jasher's spear, and the shield was split in two. All right, so Jasher, hey, they man to man, the shield and spear. If you ever saw the movie Troy, if you haven't, you need to watch it. This is what's happening right now. It's like Achilles, who was Brad Pitt, him, and I forgot the other dude name on the other side, who was a noble dude, but he had to do what he had to do. It's like best dude against best dude. We out here one-on-one, nobody getting in the way. Shield, javelin. So yeah, you got strength. You done knocked me off the thing. You done tore up my armor and all of this. My men running, they scared. But no, I can't. It's I'm a man. I'm a man. You ain't finna have me out here doing that. We just gonna fight it out. If you win, you win. So he go to stab Judah in the top of the head. Judah put his shield up. Jasher hit his shield, but he hit the shield so hard, it said his shield take the blow, but the spear splits in two. So he hit him hard. He was trying to kill him for real. The the shield split in two. So if he didn't have that shield, Judah would have been out of there. But he did have the shield. So let's see what
Hey
else.
yo,
Huh?
is this the biblical? Is this like the biblical version of CGI? Like this is it sounds like a hood tale. Man, you should have been there. Man, let me tell you what happened,
Yeah.
bruh. This is what the boys did.
Yeah. This yeah. Hey man, you don't think word of this got out? Yeah, the word of this probably spread throughout the land real fast. You was talking about Gladiator. Look, Gladiator was cold. Gladiator was cold. But how it's describing this fight scene, Gladiator ain't just have one like that. It was a bunch, man. Gladiator, one of the best movies ever.
300,
Yeah, not
300.
300. 300 has some stuff, but it wasn't like this. How it's, I ain't talking about like fighting everybody. I'm talking about this one-on-one fight. The one-on-one fight, like it's describing right here, is in Troy. That's one of the best parts of Troy. If you ever watch Troy, look at it. That's one of the best parts. It's describing how they're fighting. It's describing it like that on here. Hold on. And Jasher took his spear to hand, strike Judah, boom.
You're
Yep.
on 39.
Shield split in two. Yep. Okay. Thanks. And when Judah saw that his shield was split, he hastily drew his sword and struck Jasher at his ankles and cut off his feet. Yeah. Contra Kente.
Got him.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
So he tried to hit him in the top of the head. He hit the shield so hard, the shield split in two. And when it split and he saw it was split, he pulled his sword and chopped at his feet. But remember, he on them spiritual steroids. He's stronger right now. Normally, he would have just cut the ankle. Now he got so much strength, it done went through the feet. He done cut off his feet. And people are watching this. Oh, man. Oh, hold on. Yeah, cut off his feet, huh? Yep, Judas at his ankles and cut off his feet so that Jasher fell on the ground and the spear fell from his hand. And Judah hastily picked up the Jasher spear with which he severed his head and cast it next to his feet. Oh, that boy, yeah, he was pretty cold. And when the sons of Jacob saw that Judah had done the Jasher, they all ran into the ranks of the other kings, and the sons of Jacob fought with the army of Jasher and the armies of all the kings that were there. Then the sons of Jacob caused 15,000 of their men to fall. Listen to what this just said. It's just 116 of these people. They killed 15,000 men. Man, the Lord ain't playing with these odds. If he with you, he with you. But they showed no fear. Think about it. They didn't show no fear. I don't care how many people it is. God with us, we good.
But the Lord tried to give them a way out. But they pride wouldn't let them.
Pride
they could have lived another day.
Yeah, pride said
that
you should have
pride
left.
didn't set in, that ego.
Whenever they talking about we can't flee from these same people twice. We got to fight with them, man. This is bad. This is for the end bad. It did. You put that's light work. Laugh out. Yeah, 15,000 men. Man, you get tired. You done fought 2-3 people. You bet. If it's a fourth, you just know it's over. It's over. I don't have no strength left. 15,000 men. Just, man, hey, man. The Lord put you on some spiritual steroids. You got super strength all of a sudden. I wonder how that feels. You ain't have to take no drugs. You ain't out here snorting dust. You ain't on PCP to get that. Like the Lord just gave it to you. Yeah.
So I wonder if it's the same strength that Nimrod had.
Hey, it might be. That man said he picked up a giant rock and just ran over and threw it on the dude and hit him so hard he flew back by the camp and his armor just exploded off of him. Yeah, man. It may have been that same strength. This may have been some Samson stuff before Samson. You know, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. But all right. So now the rest of the brothers, they done ran in getting all kind of people. All right. So let me see. Where did this 15,000 men to fall? And they struck them as if striking at gourds, and the rest fled for their lives. And Judah was still standing by the body of Jasher and stripped Jasher of his coat, stripped him of his coat off mail. I don't know what that
Coat
is.
of
Coat of
mail.
mail. I'm tripping. I said off. Stripped him of his coat of mail. What is a coat of mail?
That's his armor that they use to. It's the silver stuff that they put over to help when knives enter in. Kind of what knights would wear.
That's like a mesh. All right, I got you. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I got you. And Judah also took off the iron and the brass that was around Jasher. And behold, 9 men of the captains of Jasher came along to fight against Judah. Oh, so y'all ran and y'all been sitting over there looking, and now we can all get them if we fight them together. Okay.
Nope, I just killed 15,000.
It said Judah hastened and took up a stone from the ground. Look, another rock. Another rock, man. You got to be boys picking up rocks. All right. So he said he took up another stone from the ground and with it struck one of them on the head, and his skull was fractured.
See, now look, this may be why David used stones right
Man,
there.
right, look, boys, with these rocks, he hit him. His skull was fractured, and the body also fell from the horse to the ground. And the 8 captains that remained, seeing the strength, hold up. Man, I know this is getting good, man. It feel like something tickling my nose. That's why I keep doing this. But my goodness, man. So
for a second,
huh?
For a second, think about this. You showed up with an exuberant amount of people, and they're all in war garments, armor, everything, and a hut full of regular clothes. People come out with swords. Take everybody out.
Yeah, everybody, man. Everybody. And now y'all done tried to run up on them together, and he done picked up another rock and fractured somebody's skull. I would have to look. I know I say it's bad if we flee again, but we ain't finna win, man. We gotta get out of here. Just how to turn around quick. We gotta get out of here. I got a family to think about. I got kids and a wife. We need to go. I need to go home and talk to them about serving a different God. Like we need to serve whoever they serve. Man.
Somebody should have yelled out, "Hey man, get that rock from him."
Yeah. Don't let him pick no rocks up. Don't if he pick up a rock, we gotta run. Man. All right. 46. And the 8 captains that remained, seeing the strength of Judah, were greatly afraid, and they fled. And Judah pursued them with his 10 men, and they overtook them and slew them. So y'all died anyway. You ran out there to try to run, and you died. And the sons of Jacob were still striking the armies of the kings, and they slew many of them. But those kings daringly kept their stand with their captains. All right, then. So, hey, we G's out here. We going down with the ship. But they did not retreat from their places. And they exclaimed against those of their armies that fled from before the sons of Jacob, but none would listen to them, for they were afraid for their lives, lest they should die. And all the sons of Jacob, after having smitten the armies of the kings, returned and came before Judah. And Judah was still slaying the 8 captains of Jasher and stripping off their garments. And Levi saw Elon, king of Gash, advancing toward him with his 14 captains to strike him. but Levi did not know it for certain. And Elon, with his captains, approached nearer. And Levi looked back and saw that the battle was given to him in the rear. And Levi ran with 12 of his servants, and they went and slew Elon and his captains with the edge of the sword. That's it for chapter 37. What do we have here? What do we see that is going on here? Like any comments that you guys have?
I have many comments, but one thing I'll definitely like, if you notice, the people that was truly blessed and was guarded by God, he even blessed the people that was associated with them. And you gotta understand, a lot of these servants come from the land of these kings, and they abandon their kings and everything to serve under God and be with this family. And how strong mentally they gotta be, because you fighting people that more or less could be your brothers and sisters, well, not sisters, but your brothers from your land. And it's like, yeah, nah, but I'm rocking with this family. I don't care what y'all talking about no more. This is the truth over here. And ready for war. So that was something. And then on top of that, the idea that when God put a revelation out there for people and they don't take that word serious, that God then put forth. And he said that terror came back because you done went for years and you done forgot the fear of the Lord.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you got, because y'all felt this fear, but y'all was at a distance. Now this time y'all in their face, and that same fear came back of the Lord, and it's like to take that very serious. But you know what I'm saying? He had to deal swiftly with all these hens.
Man, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I know the kings, y'all, like we got pride. We already fled once. You know, we look weak once. We can't look weak twice. So you finna look real weak. Y'all went out there and fought, and everybody's dead. Like we went out here with thousands because it's just 15,000 men. Like I said, it was so many of them. It was like they're looking at sand in the sea. That many men out here. Y'all fighting 116 men. Just 116. Remember, it's some old people out here. Jacob out here. He old. He 100 something years old. He old. Remember, some of their brothers is still little, like they young. Isaac was with them.
That's one thing I like though. The old men still fought.
Yeah, they out here with them. It's young and old. Because think about it. When people, we got to do this, we got to shield them. No, you can't shield them.
You
We
gotta
all
protect
here,
them.
right? We are all here. If those kings come in, they are going to kill us all. They don't care about our brother. He's only 6 or 7. Don't kill him. They going to kill him. They don't care. Hey, man, he an old man. He 130. Let him make it. Wasn't this old man out here trying to fight? Kill him. Or is the old man with y'all? Yeah, kill him. They don't care about none of that. So when you trying to protect them and not have them do nothing, you actually handicap them. Remember the first time it said them kings ran up, and it's like the younger ones was having a fight, and that's when we was adding up some of their ages. Some of them were just like 5 or 6, and it said they put on their stuff for war. They was ready to fight too. Same thing going on right now. If they come over here, they're gonna kill us all. They're not gonna spare anybody. So I got to show you how to fight. And what it said, 10 of them. 10, they all out here. They jumped up real quick. No, they out here talking this stuff. We got God with us. Let's go on and handle this. We all out here because they'll just kill us all. They gonna kill some of us and they gonna let some of us live. They gonna kill all of us. We gotta fight.
So this is after Joseph was taken away and before Benjamin came of age.
Yeah. But if you look, see, Look at who the powers was given to. Remember, it said Judah was given like the rulership. He was given the birthright, right? No, Joseph was given the birthright. Judah was given rulership. Now look at Judah. All of a sudden, he got super strength. When it's coming to fighting, he got super strength all of a sudden.
Man got a mount of armor. Yeah, we're gonna turn that into a tool later. Just put that to the side.
Yeah, he out here busting people up with rocks he picking up off the ground. Remember, he ain't even fighting with the sword it said he had. Remember, it said they all picked up the swords and javelins. When he ain't even fighting with what he took. I'm picking up rocks off the ground and busting people up. And then I'm taking their weapons and chopping off heads and feet with them. Like, that's crazy. It ain't say Reuben got to do nothing. But it also said the other 10, they're fighting. I wonder if Reuben is one of those 10. Or if the Lord, nah, sit down, because well, what you did, you may get murdered in this war. It may be one casualty. Because remember, Jacob said, if it's your will and your way that their lives get taken in this, take them on with you.
Maybe he was doing his thing, but maybe he just didn't get an action scene in the Bible.
Yeah, you might be right. We don't know. Because it said the rest of them was striking kings too. But then who else got into it? Levi. They said they trying to creep up behind Levi with the king and 14 men. So now there's 15 dudes on horseback trying to creep up behind Levi. Now I say Levi turn around, he went and killed them. Him and a couple of his men. Y'all tried to creep up, it didn't work. Levi, who was given the priesthood. So you done tried the new leader, Judah. You tried the new priest. None of y'all made it. Nobody came back alive.
But if you think about it though, seriously, if you really think about it, they killed people of honor, and the fact that it played out the way that it did, it wasn't just nobodies that they took lives. To say that I'm the man that took the head of a king is a real big honor to have, and I'm the man that took the head of generals.
Yeah.
So to have that type of backing behind who you are, and those stories going out, like you said, that definitely puts strength behind your name and a fame behind your name.
Yeah. Hey, man. Now I say I want to go into 38, but it's too late for that. It's 8:52. It's about to be 9. We ain't gonna make it to 38. 38 is where we're gonna start next week on Dragon Ball Z. Well, next week, this is look 38, a little lengthy too. It may go into some more sequences. We're gonna have to see. Oh yeah, it's going down. Any other comments on this here? Because this is really good reading this here.
All thing I want to say is you heard about Achilles in the heel, but you ain't heard about Jasper in the foot.
Yeah. Boy, he chopped his feet off with one swipe. Like bone went through everything. My goodness. Are you too strong? But it is what it is. So yeah. All right, since this is it, look, I said this Sabbath is Passover from Saturday night to Sunday night, like the nighttime in between there, from sundown on Saturday before sunup on Sunday. That's the Passover. We're gonna start service at 8 p.m. this Saturday. 8 p.m. So if you wake up early, that's just on you. We're not gonna be there. You gonna go down to the building. We ain't gonna be there. We're gonna be there at 8 that night because we're gonna have service, Passover service, and we'll be doing our holy convocation all in one. So I've already contacted a couple of people about some food items and some things. We were gonna get all that going for you. I think I have to contact one, maybe another person, see about something. Other than that, we have to make sure we're there. I already have the burners to keep the food warm, so we'll be able to do it because it's sundown. So we'll be able to warm up the food. And when we're having service or right after service, we're gonna sit there and we're gonna eat because for the Passover, we have to eat lamb. So we got lamb. Like I said, we have to eat lamb on the Passover. Um, lamb, what did it say? Lamb, bitter herbs, and unleavened bread. The feast of unleavened bread starts that all of that starts the same day. So unleavened bread, lamb, bitter herbs and stuff. We're gonna figure that out. But I already hit some people for some things, but that's how we're gonna have service. All right. So I will see you guys for Passover service. First time we're doing this. Usually we celebrate the Passover, but I will see you for Passover service. Oh, yeah, that is true. That's good. And remember, first fruit. I need your first fruit this Saturday because I have to wave it before the Lord Sunday. So in order for me to do my job, I need you to do yours. So I need your first fruit Saturday. All right. Cash with that. So yeah, I will see you guys Saturday night at 8 for Passover service. Okay. See y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your night.